Welcome back, students. This afternoon, I'm going to read another fiction book for you about a princess, and maybe a bit of a different kind of princess. Since people really enjoyed The Princess Knight, how about we read Princess Smartypants? Smartypants. And there I see on the cover a princess with long blonde hair and her little crown or tiara, and she's wearing like a black leather jacket and black leather pants, and she's riding a motorcycle with a kind of a little dragon on the back, I think. Princess Smartypants by Babette Cole. And let's read the blurb on the back of the book. Princess Smartypants is pretty, rich, and single. Single means she's not married. And she'd like to stay that way, but her parents have insisted she marry. So she sets up impossible tasks that any suitor is destined to fail. So a suitor is the person who's trying to or would like to try to marry the princess. But when Prince Swashbuckle shows up, has she met her match? Okay, and on the back, I see a dragon blowing his fumes kind of at that knight, and he's got the knight's lance in his hand, in his arms, and he's just like breaking the knight's lance. Okay, here we go. Princess Smartypants by Babette Cole. And here is a kind of an emblem or a shield. I'm making a connection to the shields that we made in school with the symbols that represented us, right? And this says, Smartypantus rulus okay us. Oh, I guess that means that the critters, the frog and the dragons, they're saying it's okay for Princess Smartypants to be their ruler. Princess Smartypants by Babette Cole. And there is Princess Smartypants again in her overalls with the animal on a leash and kind of a trail of little ones too behind. And this is a paper star book by Putnam and Grosset. Princess Smartypants did not want to get married. She enjoyed being a Ms. So let's talk about that for a sec. Ms. is what you use to refer to a woman who you don't know if they're married or single, so you could just call them Ms. My name usually call me Mrs. Kilmer because I was married before, but Ms. means it's kind of like a mystery. You don't know, and that's fine. So she enjoyed being a Ms. Because she was very pretty and rich, all the princes wanted her to be their Mrs. Okay, so here she is having a fun time, laying in front of the television, eating lots of snacks, just relaxing, doing whatever she wants, being kind of messy too. And here she is on her throne, and she's just relaxing, doing her nails, and there all the princes have brought their bouquets, and they're thinking, oh, I'd like to be her prince. I'd like to be her prince, and for her to be my Mrs. And there's, see, the MRS, Mrs., but she just wants to stay a Ms. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at all these giant creatures. There's like a big snail and a dragon and all kinds of crazy stuff. Princess Smartypants wanted to live in her castle with her pets and do exactly as she pleased. Okay, so she's relaxing with her pets. I see the flag on this part of the castle has an S, maybe for Smartypants. And they're all just relaxing, doing whatever they want. Uh-oh. It looks like she's having to have a courageous conversation with her parents here. It's high time you smartened yourself up, said her mother, the queen. Stop messing about with those animals and find yourself a husband. Wow. Suitors were always turning up at the castle, making a nuisance of themselves. Right, declared Princess Smartypants. Whoever can accomplish the tasks that I set will, as they say, win my hand. So winning your hand means getting to marry her. Okay. So, and you can see she must have been out with her animals. She's got on her kind of mucky boots, her pitchfork with hay. I guess she was kind of working on feeding them. And when the mom is telling her to smarten up, that doesn't mean she doesn't think she's not smart. Smarten up can also mean to kind of get yourself dressed a little nicer. And there she's telling them, get ready for these tasks. Oh my goodness. It's the giantest caterpillar of all. She asked Prince Compost to stop the slugs from eating her garden. Ooh, it's a slug, not a Prince Compost. Wow, that is one giant slug. She asked Prince Rushforth to feed her pets. And it looks like he is just running away. That's making me think of a Harry McClary book where someone is dashing off the page. She challenged Prince Pelvis to a roller disco marathon. Prince Pelvis. Roller disco time. I think she beat him. She invited Prince Bone Shaker for a cross-country ride on her motorbike. I wanted to show you guys these pages one at a time so you can really enjoy. There's Bone Shaker on the back of her bike. I think he's getting his bones shook. She called on Prince Vertigo to rescue her from her tower. So there she is up in her tower. And he's Prince Vertigo. Vertigo means you're afraid of heights. She sent Prince Bash Thumb to chop some firewood in the royal forest. Those are scary looking trees. She suggested to Prince Fetlock that he might like to put her pony through its paces. So a fetlock is a part of a horse, so he's Prince Fetlock, but it does not look like he was able to manage the horse. She told Prince Grovel to take her mother, the Queen, shopping. So to grovel is to kind of bend down and just do whatever someone is telling you to do, even if they're not being very nice and they're being disrespectful. So I think the Queen is maybe being that way with Prince Grovel. And he's having to carry all of the Queen's packages and just say, oh, yes, Queen, whatever, Queen. She commanded Prince Swimbladder to retrieve her magic ring from the goldfish pond. Well, he's got on his scuba gear. Do you think he will dive? And she tossed the ring, boom. And some scary toothy creature has opened their mouth to receive the ring. None of the princes could accomplish the task he was set. They all left in disgrace. That's that then, said Smartypants, thinking that she was safe. She sent them all packing. Then Prince Swashbuckle turned up. So here she is sending everyone away. And here is Prince Swashbuckle arriving in his red sports car with a nice bouquet. He stopped the slugs eating her garden, fed her pets, roller discoed until dawn, rode for miles on her motorbike. Wow, he's able to do all the tasks. Let's see. Maybe he's kind of doing it in a tricky way. Oh, look. He's giving the slug soda pop, making him happy, dropping the food by helicopter so he can't get injured, doing okay on the bike with a blindfold, And I guess he's just got a lot of energy because he's roller discoing into the night. So what happened next? He rescued her from her tower. He found some firewood in the forest, and he even tamed her horrid pony. Climbed the tower, found some firewood, and look, oh, it's like he's hypnotizing the pony using some hypnosis. He took her mother, the queen, shopping and retrieved her magic ring from the goldfish pond. Prince Swashbuckle didn't think Princess Smartypants was so smart. So she gave him a magic kiss. Wow, okay. Shopping with the queen, picking up the ring, and receiving a magic kiss. Dun, dun, dun. What do you think's going to happen? And he turned into a gigantic, warty toad. Wait a minute, I have to stop and think. So, Prince Swashbuckle was able to do all these things, but then in the end, well, not at the very end, but then when Princess Smartypants gave him a kiss, he turned into a toad. That's kind of the opposite of some fairy tales where when the prince gets a kiss, he turns from a toad back into a wonderful prince. But this time he went from being a wonderful prince into being a toad. Kind of the opposite. Okay, well, Prince Swashbuckle left in a big hurry, driving away in his sports car. When the other princes heard what happened to Prince Swashbuckle, none of them wanted to marry Smartypants. So she lived happily ever after. There she is, having a nice time. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed Princess Smartypants by Babette Cole. And I'm wondering if anybody recognizes Babette Cole and maybe recognizes the illustrations a little. She's the same author who wrote Dr. Dog. Remember that super funny book, Dr. Dog, about the dog who belonged to a family and they were getting themselves sick? It was kind of gross too, but it was really funny, huh? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Princess Smartypants. Please be sure to keep washing your hands, cover your coughs and sneezes, do some reading and some writing, help your family around the house. Take care. I love you guys. I miss you. Elbow bump.